It's the ACC on ESPN, a warm Friday night here at Doug Kingsmore Stadium in Clemson, South Carolina, as we get set for a non-conference weekend of baseball. The Austin Peay Governors of the Ohio Valley Conference in to take on the number 6 Clemson Tigers. Tigers playing outside of the conference this weekend, but keeping an eye on things going on inside of the ACC. Their magic number in the Atlantic over NC State is 3, packed with a weekend set against Wake Forest in Raleigh. Hi, friends, and welcome in, along with longtime Furman head coach Ron Smith, Pete Hannity with you. A Tigers team with 37 victories really can't take too much of a breath, even though they step away from the rigors of the ACC. Austin Peay team that's much improved this year, and Clemson is trying to make that push toward 40 wins and beyond.
Well, it's very important for Clemson this weekend to play for regional and possibly a super regional. It's all about them playing well and impressing the committee moving forward.
And how you play late in the year, obviously, is a big part of your resume. Well, we are going to see an Austin Peay team that comes from an offensive-minded league. Everywhere you look around the Ohio Valley Conference, you see big numbers. They've got one of the top home run hitters in the nation. So do the Clemson Tigers. Austin Peay comes in with a first baseman who's a third-year sophomore, Parker Phillips, tied for 5th in the land with 17 long balls so far, and he's been on a tear lately. And, of course, the Tigers have Seth Beer, who seems to get on a tear just about every other series, and those two separated by a couple of home runs, but doing other things well.
Well, Parker Phillips, if you give him a fastball over the middle of the plate, he is going to do some damage. And obviously Seth Beer has had a tremendous career here and just an unbelievable freshman year. And really anything he did after that, Pete, was like, you know, how do you live up to that? And people have pitched him very differently over the last couple of years. I've been impressed with his patience at the plate, but it's really good to see him seeing the ball well and hitting some home runs.
Beer has homered in each of the last 3 games. Phillips over his past 21, hitting .441 with 13 out of the park, and he's driven in 31 runs. Give you the lineup that includes Parker Phillips. They lead off with a guy who gets on base quite a bit. Their second baseman, Garrett Giovanelli. Batting second is their third baseman, Garrett Keeber. He's dealt with some injury issues, but the top 2 are their 2 best hitters. There's Phillips in the 3-hole at first base, and again, big numbers that include 56 RBIs for the season. Nick Walker, the right fielder, also a pretty potent bat for them in the cleanup spot. Kyle Wilson, the left fielder, hits 5th. Alex Sala, he rotates at catcher. He gets the start tonight, and he hits behind Wilson in that 6th hole. Batting 7th, the DH John McDonald. Batting 8th, the shortstop Bobby Head, and the center fielder Imani Willis hits 9th. Tigers defensively, as this weekend series begins, a second all-time meeting against Austin Peay. And in the outfield, from left to right for the Clemson team, Sam Hall, the freshman, Drew Wharton, the senior, who just graduated. He's in center field, and Beer is in right field. Infield as Cromwell, Davidson, Green, and Williams. Kyle Wilkie, as hot as anyone in the nation right now behind the plate, and Jacob Hennessy getting the call. Coach, I know you're looking forward to seeing this Tigers sophomore left-hander go to work again. He's a fellow who really hasn't been stretched out too much in recent starts, but he's looking for his 5th win of the season, and you just have to love the strikeout to walk ratio.
Well, exactly right. He's 65 innings, only 14 walks, 49 strikeouts, but I like him because he attacks the strike zone. He involves a defense that is fielding at a 975 clip, and he works fast, fastball change, and a slider against lefties quite a bit. So he's been very, very good for the Tigers.
Hennessy last time out, a no decision in the ball game against Florida State. The Tigers eventually fell in 13 innings, 3-2, but he went 5 1/3, allowed 7 hits, just 1 earned run, and he struck out 3, but he hasn't pitched into the 6th inning since back on April 7th.
I think that happened.
Again, the 2-2 right back from where it came and into center field. They'll wave the runner, Giovanelli. He's going to score the game's first run, so the RBI single for Garrett Keeber, and he continues his hot hitting.
Of the plate, it's almost a guess, and you try to smother it and keep it in front, but he was unable to do it.
And a liner through the left side, and the RBI, the 28th of the year for Wilson, as Keeber comes home, and it's 2-0 Governors.
And that wild pitch was a factor because that ball was hit so hard.
And again, a 3-2 pitch. Launched to left field, down the line, giving chases Hall, and he will watch it sail out of here. And that is a home run for Bobby Head, the first of his Austin Peay career, and the Governors take a 3-0 lead here in inning number 2.
Well, he's a He's a pretty big kid, got some leverage, and he was able to take that pitch and see, again, just a fastball pretty much down the middle. Fastball at 85, 86, and just going to have to locate and change speeds a little bit better. Boy, Ed's really excited. Don't blame him. Look at him.
So much for the guy hitting 183 in there for just his glove. Here's Giovanelli. Singled and scored in the first inning. First pitch swinging this time down the line and deep. Fair or foul? That's a fair ball. And a solo homer for Garrett Giovanelli. That's his 4th round tripper of the season, and Austin Peay's lead grows to 4-0. Costanzo may just serve one up,
and that wind is blowing out now.
And Beer might not even need any aid from the wind. As evidence right there, almost on cue, high, deep, and gone. 2-run blast for Beer. Home runs now in 4 straight games. His 16th of the season, and that is number 50 in the Clemson career for Seth Beer as far as round trippers go. Once again, payoff pitch. Center field. Willis over, has a beat on it. He'll put it away. And the Austin Peay Governors coming in and upsetting the number 6 Clemson Tigers to start this weekend series 6-3. They are excitedly out of the dugout to offer final congratulations. Really big win for their program and their conference. And they pick up their 30th win of the season to improve to 30-20. The Tigers fall to 37-13.
But Costanza and Newberg really outstanding. Only 1 walk for the Austin Peay pitching staff.
Impressive effort indeed by those on the hill tonight for Austin Peay. Michael Costanzo getting his 9th win of the year. He improves to 9-1. The save to Newberg is 6. Jacob Hennessy falling to 4-3 on the season for the Tigers. Tomorrow 4 p.m. for the first pitch. Hope to see you out here. If not, join us then. On behalf of Coach Ron Smith, Pete Hannity saying so long. 6-3 the final. Austin Peay the win. This has been a presentation of ESPN.